Hi, this is Jason with Five Letter Comics Collectibles coming at you with another comic review. This time we're taking a look at The Walking Dead issue number 1 from Image Comics from 2003. Now this version is actually a reprint. I don't have the original version, but this is a reprint. This is the Image first reprints from November of 2015. But the first thing we're going to do is take a close look at the cover, and then we're going to do a little bit of synopsis. Alright, so the comic starts off introducing our main character, Officer Rick Grimes, and he's with his partner Shane. They are on a highway road, and they are at a standoff with a criminal that's escaped from prison, and as Rick is trying to flank the criminal, he is shot. So the comic cuts right to Rick waking up in a hospital bed. He walks out. There's no nurses, and the hospital is infested with zombies. He goes into a room. He's attacked by a bunch of zombies. He falls down the stairs, and the zombie's neck breaks. And he's able to escape from the hospital. And he finds a bicycle, and he starts to ride back to his house. He enters his house, and he finds that it's ransacked, and he's upset. So when he goes back outside, he's hit over the head with a shovel by Dwayne, and he's knocked unconscious, and then Dwayne's father, Morgan, comes running and scolds the young boy, and Dwayne's proud of him, saying that he would have been eaten, and Morgan tells him that no, he was alive. So Rick wakes up, and they're having dinner with Morgan and Dwayne, and Rick explains to Morgan what happened, that he was shot and he woke up, and he doesn't know what's going on. So Morgan kind of explains to him what happened, or at least what they know, letting him know that there's an outbreak and the media is informing everybody to go to a large city, and that's really all he knows. Morgan decided he wanted to take a chance on a small town, and he said that the power has gone out, and that's really all he knows beyond that. So Rick kind of mentions that his wife has family in Atlanta, and maybe that she had gone there with their son. So Rick takes Morgan and Dwayne to the police station where he works. They get some guns. They each get a car, and Rick tells him that he's going to go to the city and that he'll come back for Morgan, because Morgan's going to stay in the small town. And the very end of the comic is Rick walking to one of the first zombies he sees once he enters the hospital, shoots it in the head, and that cuts to the end of the comic. So really great opening to a comic book series. I mean, it's one of those things where it's it's crazy to think of somebody waking up, and not knowing what's going on, and basically waking up into a zombie apocalypse and having no idea, what's going on, and looking for their family. But very close to the first episode of the AMC's Walking Dead TV show. They did a very, very good job on this. The first episode, making it like this. Now, obviously, the first episode of the TV show goes to him actually getting into Atlanta and then getting overrun by zombies, and they don't show that. But I mean, they did a really good job with this. I mean, the first issue of the comic is extremely close to the TV show. The TV show does, obviously take liberties and changes things around later on, but this first issue, which is a fantastic issue, is very close to the original TV show episode. A lot of people actually don't realize that The Walking Dead is actually in black and white. That's not something that's specifically, just to this reprint. This is actually, a black and white comic book series, which is pretty crazy. I don't know, if it has to do with some kind of ratings. I would doubt it. but I mean it's a very very different feel to comics. You know, if you're used to reading DC and Marvel, and then you come to this and it's the black and white. But so obviously this is a reprint comic. These are extremely hard to find issue number ones. Most people that would even sell them, they're selling them in CGCs, you know, quality, so they've been graded and they sell for thousands of dollars. It is very difficult to find a Walking Dead number one, you know, at all. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's a bad copy. These are so highly sought after. You know, it's got a cult following, especially because of the show. You know, a lot of people watched the show and then got into the comics. And, you know, these came out in 2003, so, you know, had a huge following then, but once the TV show came out, these things are, like, ridiculously hard to find, you know, at all. And like I said, just go onto eBay and try and hunt one of these down and take a look, or go onto some online comic book shops and see that, you know, there's bidding wars, you know, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 for just a copy of this comic. But, you know, a phenomenal start to an amazing comic book series that spawned, you know, one of the top shows on television right now. And, you know, highly recommend this comic, especially with this Image First edition. These reprints are only $1. I mean, you can go to a comic book store and pick them up for $1. So it's really cool to have this and actually read the story and kind of take a look at it. But once again, this is Jason with Violetta Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.